Well, everybody, it's Saturday, and I went to a place in Tacoma yesterday called Williams Oil Service, and I'm looking for the other one. They made up a couple of fittings. One for the carburetor and one for the fuel tank petcock. And I've already started to obsess. You can see I cleaned the paint off of the petcock, and then I cleaned the vent to the fuel tank and the top of the fuel tank opening, and I polished the oil cup which goes in here. This oil cup, you're supposed to fill it close to the top with 30 weight oil, and then it's a little two-stroke engine, and then you put the oil into a container and shake it up and pre-mix, and then you dump your fuel mixture in there, and it runs. I removed the air cleaner, which I put over here. There's the element. It doesn't look to be too dirty, so I should probably wash that in gasoline, blow it out, and here's the top, and that just, fits down on there, and then a wing nut holds it down. There's the little wing nut. I'm amazed I don't lose more stuff. It's so crowded in here. I thought we'd put some gasoline, a little bit of gasoline in there, and see if this thing's going to make a little bit of smoke for a moment. I have these ratchet, I don't know, it's a ratchet, and it'll lock in reverse and forward and then in center. So that way I can use the drill motor instead of pulling my arm out of its shoulder socket 10,000 times. I'm just moving stuff around to see if I can get the camera set up. Okay, so we'll go this way, down just a bit more. There's the spark plug. There's the exhaust outlet. Oh, that's loose on the exhaust manifold. See, I haven't gone through this thing yet to tighten it up anywhere, so I don't know what's loose and what's not. I should take it over to a car wash, one of those do-it-yourself car washes, and spray it down. So let's see if I can. Wrong way again. Up. Yeah, you won't be able to see that when I put a bit of gasoline in there. The kill switch is just a little lever, but it won't run long because I don't have the fuel line connected. Okay, so dropped a little bit of fuel in there. Let's see what happens. I bought this thing end of the summer last year and haven't done anything with it, so let's find out. I can't believe that. Oh God, that's pretty danged awesome. I was thinking that I'd have to, and I probably should, yeah, I'll have to take the fuel tank off and rinse it. There's a yellow coating, and let's get a rag here. That's just, this is just too funny. Yeah, let's see all that crap on the bottom, on the tip of my thumb. So I'll have to disconnect the fuel tank, close everything up. What I did the last time, I do have a video of the first one, but I gave it to a friend in Southern California a long time ago, and I got a phone call last night from a buddy of mine who owns a museum in Southern California, Tankland, or the American Military Museum. Go over there, stop by, and check out all of the stuff that's in there. You'll get a good tour. It's only $5 for adults, I believe, and a lot of good stuff. And my buddy Craig called me last night and says, "Hey, guess what I got? I got your original PE210 in the box." And I'm like, "No way." That thing was sweet. So this thing will run 3 100-watt light bulbs. It provides 300 watts of AC power at 120 volts, and then you can rewire it to put out 150 watts at, I believe it's 240 volts. But no, it's 120 volts. So it's, yeah, 240. So I can't believe the thing just, that means I don't have to go in and, I don't know if it has a magneto in it or if it has breaker points. But nevertheless, how about that? So I'll be doing little updates as I clean this up and get it running, and thanks for watching this part of my video. Later. So I put some gasoline in the tank and swished it around. I didn't take the tank off. And it's gonna run rich because I got about half a tank of gas. I used this. This is my just like helper bottle to get things running. And let's give it a shot. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's my new fuel line installed. So let me set you up on the weasel over here and get the camera pointed the correct direction. The gasoline, I turned everything on, opened the vent up here. Let's see what happens. I know I've run a little bit of gas through it about an hour and a half ago, but let's see. It's a good start. playing with the needle valve. So I don't know if that's choke open or closed. It hasn't run in a while. Success. Thanks for watching my video.